What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recap. Nice little green day. Check it out. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this video here today. I have a couple of things to review here. We got live trades, of course. We got a couple stocks to review. Okay, one of them being Boeing, of course. The other one being a small cap. And I have live recordings of both here. We're going to go over them. And today's a nice little green day. Not bad at all. Sitting up on over a double on the day. So for those of you who might be new, a double for me is a $200 day. So single is $100, doubles $200, triples $300, and the home runs $400. Grand slams are $800 and over. So not bad. Sitting on a nice little double of a day here. Practice disciplined, and I took my profit. I left about $100 and something on the table. Not any more than that, even though the stock continued to fade afterwards, but it kind of hit my targets regardless. So I only left about $100 on the table. Not really, 100 and change on the table. But nonetheless, today I came into the day looking to book a green day. Yesterday was a red day, okay, very manageable red day. And then I came into the day today looking to just book a solid green day. A solid green day, trying to find that one trade that would not only make back what I lost yesterday, but give me profit. So, normally that's the way it should be. You want to make sure that your winners are bigger than your losers. Your losers are manageable. You want to let those winners run. Today I didn't let this winner run, and it's a shame. I got shooketh. I got shook out of my position. Shaken out of my position, whatever the proper grammatical term would be. You let me know. I'm not an English teacher. I'm just a self-employed hustler, so it is what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this trade here. Now, BA was the trade of the day for me, and let me show you what I was looking at here on the daily. So here's the daily on the Trade Ideas charts. For those of you that don't know, I use the Trade Ideas scanners a lot. And these are my Trade Ideas scanners. If you're interested in those, there's a link in the description section below for 15% off with a code. And you want to make sure and take advantage of that. Now, Boeing here, this is the daily. We had these lows down here in the 80s area. I actually have bought Boeing for long-term hold. I'm talking about long-term. Preferably 5 to 10 years. And I've bought it everywhere from $89 being my best fill to about $110, which I bought as we were dipping. So as we were dipping, I was buying it, caught my best fill at 89, and sadly haven't bought any more since. So just watching it. We'll see if we can add some more. I think we got a shot at, coming back down here. So we'll see. Now today, we opened up on this little gap down, and I was looking for this line right here, 138, 140 area to hold resistance, which is the bottom of this candle, bottom of this candle, bottom of this candle, and bottom of this candle. I figured if that held resistance, we'd have a shot at coming down here to at least 135, maybe this 130 area, but for sure the 135 area. And so far today, right now, we've had a real big bounce from a low of 132 back up to 137. That's a really big bounce. Let me show you this on the daily. I'm sorry, on the intraday. I traded it in here, missed this entire move to the downside, and now we're getting a real strong bounce. I don't know why that is. Might have to go see if there's been any news releases. But that was my plan off of the daily. As you saw, there was my risk and my targets. And in the morning, we opened up. We put in these two crazy candles here from 139 to 137. And then I was looking for a bounce. I was like, give me a bounce up to this 140 area. And it did give me that bounce here. And we're going to go ahead and watch that live trade right now. Before we do, remember to check the link in the description section below for Webull. You download the app, fund your account with $100. You get 2 free stocks. One of them could be valued up to $1,400. Also, Free Trade is another stock trading app that you download. Open an account, you don't have to fund it, and you get 1 free stock. This is free money, guys. Go ahead and make sure you take advantage of that. Let's click play and watch this live trade. Okay, so we get this bounce, and on this bounce here in this candle, right in the face of that resistance, we had the 9 EMA, we had the resistance on the daily. I got my two puts, okay? For those of you new to options, puts are basically, shorting it. So I'm buying two puts, and I'm right here at 580. I got two of those, and I'm looking to add, okay? I'm looking to add another two more. And how long this is a 12-minute trade, so we're definitely going to fast forward this. Right there, I add my other two. My cost basis is 584, okay? What I'm noticing here, let me pause this real quick for you, is that this opening range right here was huge on big red selling volume. Sorry, I got a text message. I got crazy distracted. We got the gap down, okay? We had huge volume on this opening range candle right here. We came back down, tested that low there, bounced off of it. Very weak volume compared, on these two candles compared to this huge candle right here, this huge volume. And then this very next candle, very weak volume. Very next candle, very weak volume. So I'm like, okay, this is at least gonna have to come down here and test the lower day one more time, and I'm gonna try to take some profit off there just in case we double bottom. We can double bottom. I'm like, just in case we double bottom, I'm gonna take some profit off right there and hold on to the rest. So now we start to pull it in, okay? This 90 MA, I should have noticed this 90 MA was holding resistance for further down the line on the play. I tried to get ready to put an order out to take two contracts off at $6.80. That's about a dollar a contract, so that's $200, okay? That's what I thought, we might get it there. And man, I put the order out. And we hit 675, and I know we get 680s on the ask at one point. I don't know if I already passed it, but I don't get a fill. Let me see here. Let's see if we see it here real quick. So I put my order out there at 680. I'm watching that ask. There's the bid, mid, and the ask. So I got two contracts out there on the ask at 680. I'm looking for a quick flush. I should fill really fast. See 680 right there? It's only for a split second. Man, I don't know why, no orders went off there. It kind of sucks. These were the best puts I could find with decent volume. Everything else was super garbage as far as volume went. So I switched it to 670, try to get a fill, no dice. We start to bounce. Right there. See, what I notice here is we're making higher lows, okay? And I'm starting to fear the potential or the possibility of a double bottom, and I don't want to get caught with my full position here and then this thing just rip right back up to the highs. Even though I would say there's no reason for it to do so, there's no reason for a lot of things, and this market is extremely irrational. So I said, you know what, I'm going to be safe here. I'm going to take two off. So I take two contracts off right down here and book that little profit. That was about $100. Okay. And now I'm going to watch this. And my stop now is this 138 area. This little pivot here, it's also a level on the daily, 138, so I'm like, okay, if we break up over 138.50, I'm going to get out of these last two wherever they're at. I was hoping that we would reject, and boom, then we get the big drop. So I was a little patient there in that sense. I really thought we were going to get that big drop there. Fast forward a little bit. There we go. We get that drop here on this candle, and I'm like, okay, perfect. This is exactly what I want to see. Okay, I want to see this candle now. Boom. And if this candle doesn't break the low, make the next candle be a big flush candle. That's what I thought would happen. That's what I wanted to see. And, I was going to put out orders to sell, making these last two contracts well up over $1. So these are going to be, this is going to be a solid almost $400 trade. So I start to get ready here soon. See, put my limit. Get ready to put my limit order out. Boom. That's what I'm going to do. Put some 710 out there. See if I get that fill. But then look what happens here. We start to hold this 137.50 area, which is another higher low. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, come on, are you serious? Is this thing really going to go back up there and test a high a day? And I honestly, if I do that, this trade here turns into a loser, or at best break even, because I'll sell these two contracts for a loss, and then my current green that I have on hand, which is about $100, is going to go away more than likely, because we're going off at 660s down here. By the time this reaches up here, those are going to be like, I don't know, $5, and I'm in them at 588. Right there, I take them off. So right there, I'm up $112 on those. I see that we're starting to bounce. I start to get concerned. I hold my 138 zone, and right there, boom, I take them off. Only make $60 on those last ones. It hurts to see that happen. It's a nice, it's a nice day. Made over $200 on them, but it kind of sucks. See, watch. We went all the way up there. Look, all the way up to 139. Right there, we test that area, and then look what happens. And then we made a new low. Silence. No words. I should have traded this better. I should have said to myself, let's hold on to the 90 MA. We'll use that as our line in the sand. If it breaks over, then we get out. But I wanted to be extra conservative today, and it cost me some money. It plainly did. The next trade I was eyeing was this CHCI, which right now I think it's faded. Let me double check. Yeah, it sure has. Here it is. CHCI was a hot, small cap today, and while this happened here, I was actually watching. I was in BA, and this dip right here was pretty fast. So let me get the other video. So I was watching it here. 500 shares. I was thinking, maybe $5 area. We might get, a quick dip and rip. And I discovered the brackets. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Let's fast forward this a little bit. Watch. Right here, I start to lose a little bit of confidence in it. It starts to look kind of heavyish. And we dipped to the area I wanted to buy, but I didn't trust it. I didn't trust it because we have all these upper wicks right here. This is a wick in front of this high a day area, kind of a failed high as well. And we're kind of starting to curve. And I've seen this time and time again when we start to kind of curve and all of a sudden it just flushes. And I had like the idea that this is probably going to flush and come down here to like this 450, 425 area. Let's fast forward this a little bit. And that's exactly what it starts to do. I don't know if I have another video showing it. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what it starts to do right there. And it just never recovered from that zone. Then I saw WORX, and I loved that it was flagging on the daily. And I thought, man, this is going to look great for a swing trade. But it's gone to garbage since, so it's no longer this pattern. It broke it because it just dumped underneath $8. So I don't know if they did an offering or what, but yeah, the pattern is no good anymore. But that's it for me today, guys. Very small trade. I made $200, a little bit over 200, so it's a good trade. Just a very simple, straightforward trade. Left a ton of money on the table, but hey, we can never capture the whole move. I know that I will capture one of these, and it's going to be a giant. I've noticed, every time I get closer and closer and closer to capturing it, I eventually do. And then that's that one trade that really makes the week or really makes the month. So I know that one's on the horizon. It's coming, and I can't wait to catch it. But I will continue to be patient. I will continue to be disciplined, and that's very important in our line of work. Let me know how you did. Remember to drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you traded. Smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video. And I hope to catch you on the next one.